let's make some donuts. Into your mixer bowl with your dough hook, we're going to add 1 1/4 cup warm milk, 8 tablespoons melted, then cooled butter, poured in, 2 large eggs, crack them, put them in. Mix it up until well combined. Add in 1 tablespoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of instant yeast, 1/4 cup white granulated sugar, and mix it up again. On medium speed, you're going to start slowly adding in 4 1/2 cups of bread flour. Now you're going to place your dough onto a floured surface, and you're just going to start kneading your dough for about 5 to 7 minutes. And then you're going to put your dough in a lightly oiled, just like this, a little oil in the bottom, lightly oiled bowl. And we're just going to let that sit on the countertop, and we're going to ignore it. We're just going to ignore it so it can rise for probably 35 to 45 minutes. All right, it's rested. We're going to punch it down, pry it out. Now we're going to knead this again for about 5 to 10 minutes. We've got our ball formed back again. I'm just going to go ahead and yop this in half. So basically we have a smaller amount to work with at a time. Stick that in that bowl. Now I'm just going to roll this out with my rolling pin and get it to the thickness I need it to be. Now I've already lined a baking sheet with parchment paper. I have a donut cutter, okay? Not everybody does, so basically, okay, get you a cup or something, and you can just press it down. You can find something that's smaller to make the little hole in the middle, or you can just use your fingers, whichever. But anyways, now that I've got it where I need it, I'm just going to start cutting these out. And then we're going to just place them right on the parchment paper so that they can rise. Now you can either keep the middle and let them rise too and use it for donut holes, or you can just mash all this back up together with all your extras or whatever and use it to cut out more donuts. Now this made us 23 donuts and 26 donut holes. So we're just going to let these, we're going to put them to the side and just let them sit and rise for 35 to 45 minutes. Find you a large bowl, okay? We're going to do 6 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup of milk, and whisk it up real good. Then we're just going to set this into the refrigerator. While we're waiting on these to finish up, which they only have a few more minutes anyway, get you a large pot, put some oil in it, turn it on. We're waiting for our oil to heat up. Make sure you have 2 things sitting and ready. A plate or a cookie sheet or something lined with paper towels that you can set the donuts on just as soon as they're ready to come out. And then you're going to need a rack to sit them on to let them cool down. You can use whatever you want. I like to use chopsticks because it's easier to flip them. And then you just put it in the middle and scoop it out and put it on your paper towel. So you can use whatever you want. I would prefer you not use plastic because it'll melt in the oil. But either way, use what you want. Use a big slotted spoon, whatever. I'm going to use these chopsticks. Roll is heated up. Now listen, some people cut their parchment paper into squares and have them on little individual squares. And then they literally put the donut and the parchment paper in the oil. I don't see the need for that. Like mine, they come right off. I don't understand why people do that. You can do it if you want to. I'm not saying you can't, but you don't have to. So basically, I only do 2 at a time, okay? I'm gonna put these in there and just leave them sitting there for 45 seconds. After 45 seconds, use your whatever. I'm gonna use my chopstick and kind of just flip them over. Another 45 seconds, and then we're gonna put them on the paper towel to soak up that grease. Our icing out of the fridge. I have an empty cookie sheet over here. Our donuts are done. Basically, I mean, you can use a piping bag, whatever, but I don't. I just kind of like this. Let the excess drip off, and then just set them on the pan. That's it. That's it. It does not take, it takes time. It's not hard, but it takes time. And do realize the longer the cooking process goes, with you doing the donuts, turn the heat down a little bit. So because they start to get done, I mean, like super quick. Like these are some where Ashton was distracting me, which I mean, they're still good on the inside. They're still good. And then these are our donut holes. But understand, it goes super quick when the oil's been on for a while. With these donut holes, you can either leave them plain, or you can dunk them in here and then put them on here. It don't really matter. Anyway, friends, if you make some donuts, let me know.